All right, are you ready?
I'm ready.
You're ready. Okay. Hello. It's been 17 minutes we've been recording and we still haven't done the intro.
Yeah. It's all right.
Okay. All right.
All good.
We're good?
Yeah, we're good.
All right, go ahead. Start the intro.
No, you need to do the intro. You're the intro guy.
I'm the intro guy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, since I'm the intro guy, I might as well start. Ready?
Ready.
All right, here we go. Hey everyone, welcome to Overthinking and Anxious, brand spanking new podcast. My name's Marty, and over here is my friend,
Harry's.
like Paris with an E. Yeah, we're just here hanging out, throwing together a new podcast, because we feel that we have things to say and things to share. And we also enjoy talking about life and sometimes philosophizing the fuck out of it.
And we're hoping to share those stories and those conversation with you guys. And I hope that you guys enjoy it.
You know, everybody's got a story. And well, before we go any further, we should probably talk about how we developed this really strong friendship over the past 5-6 months. I'll let you do that because I did the intro.
Sounds like a plan. So when COVID hit, trying to find things to do, all shows were canceled, concerts and whatnot.
Mm.
A lot of musicians did lives on Facebook, so a lot of us were very fortunate to be able to listen to their music. And I was extremely fortunate to fall on Marty B's live. So I started following, and then we kind of like hit it off, and we started talking more and more and realized like how much we had in common and how much we connected on so many levels, and what we're going to be building is pretty amazing.
Yeah, we make a pretty good team. Like, we've had really, really deep talks. So this is our new podcast. A guy, a girl, and literally just shooting the breeze. And then especially in the intro part. And then we get into what we call the nitty gritty, which is always like the meat and potatoes, or you know, the core of our conversation for that day, the reason for our tuning into a podcast to listen. And our reason, frankly, to want to do a podcast is to share a little bit of our stories, share a little bit of the thoughts that we have, or ideas that we have, or ways that we deal with certain things. And sometimes just rant and get upset and mad, whatever. Because legit, this is what we said. We want to keep it to a humble and real conversation.
Yeah, I think between the two of us, we've gone through so much in life that it's important for us to talk about that stuff and to kind of share our wisdom and our experiences, and kind of like we've gone through so many processes, and like we need to be able to share that and talk about that. Who knows who's going through the same stuff that we've already gone through, and who knows who it's going to help.
100%. 100%.
So
So,
Marty, why don't you tell a little bit about yourself?
well, just before I do that, putties, I want to let everybody know that Putty's first language is French.
So is yours, Marty.
It is, but we want to reach as many people as we can. And we feel that if we'd be here speaking French, bonsoir, comment ça va?
Ça va bien, toi?
Ah, ça va bien, ça va bien. If we spoke English, or if we spoke French all the time, we couldn't share this with everyone and maybe, miss a couple people. So I don't even know why I'm fucking saying this. I'm going to edit this all out.
Sorry, it's okay. I'm assuming. And I don't know why you're asking. I don't know why I'm saying all this. You go on like random rants all the time. I call them your squirrel moments.
Right. I
Like
do.
it's like the squirrels that you never see.
Well, I guess it helps me it's a good segue to my introduction, I guess, because I am ADHD. So I've been diagnosed ADHD when I was like 12, and I feel I still am. I don't think that's changed. And but however, though, I've had a pretty good run at life, and we'll get into a lot of our kind of our personal stories and growing up and shit like that. Like I want to try to be as transparent as possible. But in a short intro fashion, I am 43 years old, thrice divorced, and I live in a van down by the river. No,
No, you always say that,
I
but
know, but it's my
you
favorite.
can't help it. I
It's
know.
my favorite Saturday Night Live clip ever. Chris Farley. Go check it out if you've never seen the motivational speaker. His name is Matt Foley,
It's pretty
and
funny.
he lives in a van down by the river.
Yeah. And whether it's your intro or my
Young man, what
intro,
do you want to do with your life? Oh, look at there, Dad. It's Bill Shakespeare. Anyway, go check it out on YouTube. Chris Farley, Saturday Night Live, Matt Foley. That was my intro. Thanks, guys. That's
no.
who I am. My name's Marty. I'm 43 years old. And yeah, I'm from the East Coast of Canada. We live in Canada. I'm a musician, I'm a speaker, and I've been doing that for the last 20 years and have had a lot of cool and fun experiences, all kinds of stories to share. And I've had also, as a child, before the age of 22 years old, I had 5 open heart surgeries. And so that was a trip in its own, a whole cool story. Like it's a journey. So today it's a cool story because I feel that that kind of describes and defines who I've become. Somebody that cares about humanity and that, just really wants to exchange and share as much as possible with people, just to see how we can kind of better this world. We're heading in a weird way, so it's kind of time to realign it. I have 2 kids, and I am actually recently separated over the last few months. It's a super fun, amicable separation, so that's very cool. And other than that, I mean, I feel that I'm kind of giving a nutshell of who I am. Did I forget something important, putties?
You're a hockey coach as well.
Yeah, I'm a hockey coach. Yeah, I coach hockey, U18. Love working with kids. Love working with young men at that age, and really just thrive on hoping that I have an impact in their life. And that it can, I guess, help steer them in the right direction and to make some good choices and know and understand respect and value, you know what I mean? And teamwork and stuff like that. I've been doing it for 9 years now, and I really enjoy it. So yeah, it's pretty much who I am. It's probably not as clean and cute as how Paris's intro is going to go, but hey, that's that's me, man. I'm all over the place, so get used to it, right?
I can be all over the place as well, because don't forget, I'm an overthinker. So, like, sometimes I start something and I start overthinking mid, explaining who I am, and then I'm all over the place. But it's all right, because that's who we are, and
Hey, I find it just adds color to the painting.
exactly. I'm quite colorful. But yeah, my name is Paris, and I'm 35 years old. I live on the East Coast. I'm from a very small country town where it's the capital of Brussels sprouts. Fun fact. I am a mother to a wonderful son who's gonna be 13 here in less than a month. So that's a little scary, but that's okay. And I'm a manager for an insurance company. So nothing, artistic like my friend Marty here. But I love what I do. I've been in management for the majority of my career. I just like leading people. and helping with their development. And I don't know, like through my life, I've had like a lot of struggles from a very young age. Life has not been easy for me. And even in my adulthood, I've just like had a bunch of obstacles to overcome. And, I do consider myself an empath and I do want to make a difference in the world. And I'm excited to be able to share some of the stories or some of the struggles that I've gone through and hoping to help someone while I'm sharing my story.
I knew it was going to be cleaner. That was like perfect.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you.
There's a lot more to come. You guys are really going to enjoy discovering her perspective on things. I really appreciate a lot of your wisdom. I don't know. It's weird because you're 35. I'm 8 years older than you. I should be way wiser than you.
But again, and we've talked about this before, like wisdom and kind of like what you've learned in life has nothing to do with like your age, but everything with what you've gone through. I might
Hmm.
be 35, but I might have gone through so many things in my life worth being 70,
Hmm.
right? So it's all about like your journey and like,
Yeah, I mean, I've had a pretty intense journey and I've been in tune,
yeah,
but I just still don't get your wisdom. I get your wisdom, but I just feel like you express it very well. So
we both have a lot to say. And I think we have different ways to delivering. And I think that's going to help the people that are listening to us.
yeah, 100%. So let's get into the nitty gritty.
Let's do that.
Let's get into the nitty gritty. Le nitty gritty. Le nitty gritty. Okay. What do you want to talk about?
I feel that we can still talk a little bit about the pandemic, maybe not as intense as we did yesterday, just because it kind of like it goes in hand as to what's happening, right? So the winter blues are coming. The days are shorter, a lot shorter, and a lot of us are dealing with confinement. So I think everything is causing us to be in a sense of anxiety
Hmm.
and are putting us at risk of going into depression.
For sure. I think some people already are struggling, a lot more than maybe we think.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
yeah, and with the days being shorter and everything, for sure, I agree. It's I find I'm a bit less motivated last couple of weeks personally. Um, m- my workouts have changed, or my workout routine has kind of diminished, and I kind of realized this, throughout. But then I also like really thought about it this past weekend, leading into this weekend. I guess we're Saturday tonight. We're late Saturday night right now. What time is it? 11
It is 11.
p.m. Yeah, just thinking about it and reflecting a little. I find that I need to up my game this week, and I actually told you this yesterday.
Yeah,
I need to up my game. So yeah, it can happen to the best of us.
absolutely. It's an adjustment. Like I remember when I first started like, you know, being more active, one of the biggest things that helped me get motivated was the outdoors aspect. So it was the fact that I was going to be able to enjoy the sun, the good weather, whether it was
Hmm.
going to the beach or going on a walk or on a bike ride. Like that helped so much with the motivation. Even like this past fall, I think in, September, October is probably when I was the most motivated to go out because it was so beautiful outside. Like the
Hmm.
colors and the weather was perfect.
Yeah, and
And
and the summer was like no rain.
exactly, it was
So
beautiful. I mean,
yeah,
we had some like really, really hot
yeah,
days,
yeah,
but we were super fortunate over the summer and fall,
yeah.
and it helped a lot. But now we kind of have to find some sort of other motivation,
Hmm.
and the type of exercise that we're going to be doing is going to be different. Like I'm not going to go swimming at the beach, and my bike is already like gone. It's stored for the season.
Yeah.
But Yeah.
I say that I feel, it's funny because I say that I feel that I've slowed down. I still sometimes you got to look at the positive of it all and say, Jesus, I still did some shit, first of all. And I'm on, I actually didn't mention this yet, but I'm on MyFitnessPal for the last 3 weeks. I'm going into my fourth week. And Paris is the one that actually helped me set it all up. Thanks to you, I'm on MyFitnessPal. There's no question about it. I would not, I'm ADHD, guys. So fuck, like stuff like that is really tough for me to get organized. But now once it's organized, it's a different ball game.
And I love that stuff. Like I love getting organized and kind of like doing the whole, okay, what are you going to eat for the whole week? And now that we've like figured out what you're going to eat for the whole week, let's build your grocery list and then
Yeah,
let's put it in MyFitnessPal and then figure it out.
it's
So I love that
incredible.
stuff.
It's incredible, guys. And if you guys don't use MyFitnessPal, if you're not tracking your calories, like it's almost a game, man. It's almost like I'm at the point where I'm considering it like being a game. You're playing a game of making sure that you get your points, but that you stay within the points that you need to be. If you bust it, you fucking lose at that game. It's like, ugh, man. But every morning you wake up and it's like a new day, and it's gonna happen
Yeah,
once in a
absolutely. We're
while.
all going to
Fuck,
have those
whatever.
bad days or whatever you want to call them.
I'm an emotional eater, so the minute that I get excited, I eat. The minute I get down, I eat. If I'm neutral, I'm maybe a bit more balanced. So that's where I need to try to be. But the minute that I get excited, and I've been through a lot of shit in the last few months, including a separation, moving in a new house, and, just readjusting life. And then this pandemic, which has completely slowed down my work life. So, yeah. Does that make sense?
It totally
Oh,
does.
okay, okay. I
Yeah.
thought you gave me a look.
No, 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 I didn't. I mean, maybe I did, but
I
I
think
just,
you did.
yeah,
Were you
yeah.
judging?
No, I was like, I wonder where he's gonna go with this because I was like, we weren't even gonna talk about weight loss on this episode, and
Mm,
then like, how did we even get there? So then I think I got like the confused look, and I started like doing my whole thinking thing, and yeah,
overthinking.
exactly.
Yeah, I get you. Um, well, I don't know where it's going to go, this discussion, but I'm just saying that I need to blow my nose. Hang on.
And
I'm
thanks for the
stuffy.
edit. No more snugs.
No, I'm good. No, but what I'm saying is that I've been through a lot and I've still done well with my whole journey, my life in a whole. Do I have some shit to tweak? Fucking right, I do. I do still have a lot of work and tweaks to do, but if you look at it the positive way, you think, man, like, and since the pandemic started, like I've done a lot of things to improve and give myself a chance to get to my goals.
Oh, absolutely. I think it's just incredible, like what you've been able to accomplish. And I mean, at times, I've kind of been like, ah, man, is he doing too much? Like, because you've changed so much at one time, but like, and it hasn't been perfect, and there's been like the struggles, but you
Mm,
know, the amount of information that you've been able to like grasp and learn, and like
hmm
what you've been able to, because we always talk about like failure, right, as a bad thing, but it's sometimes when we fail that we learn the most, and then when we try again, when we have that second or third attempt, we attempt it so much more knowledgeable, and then we're going to succeed even more
hmm
with the enhanced knowledge that we have. So I mean, you've been doing like incredible things with your journey, with your workouts, and with your nutrition, which we've started like not too long ago, but I mean, you took it and you ran with it, and it's amazing to see you do that.
One day at a time.
One day at a time.
One day at a time. Sweet Jesus. Did you ever hear that?
No, I can't help you out.
What?
What?
It's like the ultimate wedding song. One day at a
Who
time,
sings it?
sweet Jesus. That's all I'm asking of you. Mm. Yeah, it's a really
Okay,
nice song.
okay, now it sounds familiar. Who
Yeah.
sings it though?
I have no idea. Hang on. I'll tell you.
Yeah, can't you Google that shit?
Yeah, so just elaborate a little bit on the pandemic. Like we're in Orange. So we're the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, as long as everything kind of like settles down.
Mm-hmm.
So it means that we're able to have like the one family bubble. Exceptions are caregivers.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing changes for like schools or things like that. I don't think that there's a lot of businesses that have changed too much.
Really?
Yeah, which
No
is surprising.
changes at school?
No, there's no
Well, that's
changes at
so
school.
weird though.
I know. I know
Because
it's crazy.
and the reason I say that is because of hockey. I don't understand because hockey in our local arena, the rules are well pretty much absurd. And I get it. I want to respect it, and I'm gonna respect it, but I'm just gonna call off the practices. It's just too complicated.
Yeah, like my son had a practice tonight and we didn't go because I the players have to practice social distancing on ice. And I mean, you as a head coach should know, but like, how are you going to do that?
And I know
How difficult is that going to be? Like, there's just it's too difficult, too much risk. So yeah, he ended up not going. And like, they have to be dressed before they go into the arena. They have to have their skates on before they go. They're not allowed to sit on the benches.
do you know how dangerous that is? Every kid coming in on of course, skate guards.
Yeah,
There's a little bit of water on that ceramic floor.
yeah,
Skate guards are not worth fuck all there. That kid's falling, breaking his arm, whatever.
exactly.
I mean, I'm thinking the worst, but I'm just thinking like at this point, just guys, just close it down.
Yeah.
It's just better to close it down. I get we want to be safe, but this is really to the extreme where it's like, well, fuck, it's not even pleasant. So it's not
Mhm.
pleasant for the kids. It's not like we're not allowed spitting on the ice. Kids spit on the ice. Like they drink water, they spit on the ice, whatever, right? Like these are, for me, they're 15, 16 and 17-year olds there. So they're like young men.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. It's just weird. So I just say call it off for a couple weeks and we'll
Yeah.
revisit the situation.
Yeah, and I think that there's certain things that like didn't close that should have, right? Like, you can still go to events, but they've put a rule on the number. Like I think it's like 50 or something like that. Just like shut it down. Like just shut down all the non-essential stuff. Like,
A lot of people are going to disagree with us.
yeah, and that's okay. But I think where it hits me the most is that, we're in a situation where we cannot see our friends and family, but a lot of public stuff is still open.
Yeah.
That's
It's
the
just
struggle
weird.
for me. Exactly.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just weird. So, but it's weird for everyone. Whichever way it goes and whoever makes a decision and whatever decisions are made, honestly, there's somebody it's going to be weird for. And not everyone's always going to be happy about every decision. So I fully respect the authorities at hand. And I know you do too. It's just weird. There's some weird shit, right? There's some weird rules, um and I don't think for a minute that, like, I don't think like conspiracy theorists like that, oh, they have an agenda. No. Look, there's no agenda in my town. You know what I mean? This is simply to try to break the curve of a community outbreak that has started and to protect the vulnerable, the 1% of people who die uh from this disease or infection. It's
Yeah,
1%,
and
1%. But that 1% can be your fucking son or my son, or
yeah.
can be my mother or my father. So at one point or another, we have a responsibility, like you say, to try and break break the cycle.
Yeah, and it's super hard, but as hard as it is, like we gotta come together and kind of like figure it out. I mean, especially with the holidays around the corner, like it's super stressful. Like I know a lot of people that are panicking about not being able to see their loved ones and spend the holiday
Yeah.
time with them.
I'm not panicking.
No, I'm not either, but I mean, I think we've talked about like how we feel about holidays.
Yeah.
That's why I'm not panicking, I think, but
But we said we were just going to Zoom our family.
yeah.
If it's still in Orange, we're just going to Zoom our family. We're going to hang out with them for an hour and a half. Maybe prepare like a compilation video of videos of other years. That's something that I can whip up in a day or two, just kind of a fun project. My sister too, she's a producer. So she's a TV producer. So she's even 10 steps ahead of me. And she does it every year. She does a montage and we watch it as a family. And man, we laugh so much.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I should show you one of them.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I'm going to show you one of them. Yeah. I'm going to ask my sister to send me the other years, man. There's some funny stuff in there. Playing fucking soccer, baseball. We did it like every summer we do a family weekend where we all stay at my sister's cottage. We always do that. Like we play games or we do, whatever. And we went to play soccer, baseball. Well, fuck. You should see the video of my mother getting a ball right in the fucking head.
No way.
Yeah. Like my son, right? He's right intense into sports and stuff. And like, he thinks it's a fucking national match there. Like he's thinking, I got to kick this motherfucking ball and do it for the team, take the championship because he hates losing too. So he fucking kicked the ball right in my mom's face and we caught it on video.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, shit.
Oh my goodness. I can't believe that was caught on video. It's like an unfortunate event, but it's amazing that it was caught on camera because
I always said we should
laugh at those things.
Yeah, I always said we should have sent it to Funniest Home Videos, but it's a classic. I sent one this year though, and it was approved.
Yeah, I was just about to bring that up. I was going to say, speaking of Funniest Home Videos, you have a video that got approved and will be airing at some point in time.
Yeah, I would say probably in 2021.
Yeah. I don't know. I still don't understand how.
Me neither.
The whole situation happened.
Right.
Like, we all get stuff stuck in the door handles, like, like a purse or a jacket or a sweater. A belt loop is a little stretch there, but not only the belt loop, but the fact that it twisted so many times as if you did like cartwheels or something.
I know. I really don't know how I legit don't know how it happened. I washed my hands. Obviously, went to the bathroom. My boys were here, my friends, and I washed my hands. I don't know. I turned around. And I was talking. I think I was like in the middle of like a fucking intense story, right? You know how I can get there.
Yeah.
All hoppity hop. And basically, I don't know. I came out the door too fast or something and I got caught. And the thing is the fucking door handle is like one of those cross arms, I guess you would call there, with a little spiral at the end. So there was like no way I could unhook it because it was like, it wasn't going through the spiral, like it wasn't coming out. Anyway, I couldn't get it airborne. It was always going into the spiral, and I think that's what twisted the fucking belt.
You were like completely making the situation worse.
Yeah, the guys got involved.
Yeah.
Trying to help me. Of course. Yeah, of course, Guy, he took out the camera. I said, it's going to be a good TikTok.
Yeah.
And then Frank was on his knees trying to and it really didn't look good because I'm caught in the door and he's like on his knees and he's moving because he's laughing, but he's like laughing like inside, like at first, you know what I mean? So his head's just bobbling around close to my crotch. And anyway, then he cracks laughing and then basically he's still there, and I just after a while he's trying to figure it out, and I just unzipped my fucking pants and undid my belt, and I basically jumped out of my pants.
Yep.
And the pants were still on the freaking door. Unreal. So that was a moment that is going to probably be on Funniest Home Videos.
That's awesome. It's good that you have, friends that like to, whip up the camera and take videos because capture
Yeah.
those moments.
Yeah. And I caught another great moment while we actually went on a short tour during the yellow phase, and just a very short tour for a couple of shows in schools. And the night before, we were staying at somebody's house, whatever, that they lent us, they lent us. Now I'm French. And when Guy went to sit in that kid's chair, I caught that on video. That was freaking great moment. He
That
went
was
to,
hilarious.
oh my God. Yeah.
Of course, he saves his wine.
Yeah. The glass of wine perfectly stable in his hand. He's like completely like just swallowed by the chair because it just broke or whatever happened. But anyway, yeah, it was funny.
That's good.
I love funny moments like that. I
Yeah, they're
love
super
funny moments.
important to have. I love when you are in pain from laughing, like
Yes.
your belly hurts, you're like crying, and
Yeah.
oh no, it's amazing.
Yeah. I love when that happens. It doesn't happen often.
Hmm.
Not often enough. Like,
I know.
I don't know. And every time it happens, I'm like, oh man, that feels it's so painful because your jaw hurts, like everything's hurting,
Yeah,
your throat's hurting, like everything's hurting. But after that, you're like, oh my God, that felt so good.
yeah. Like they say, laughter is like the best medicine, and like they're not kidding. Like, oh,
Yeah,
it's just such like a relief too. No,
yeah, exactly. It's it's great moments. I'm just Googling, why does laughter feel so good? Whatever, right? Fucking Google. They know everything.
right? Yeah.
Laughter is the best medicine. All right, this is on helpguide.org. Laughter is the best medicine. It's fun to share a good laugh, but did you know that it can actually improve your health? Learn how to harness the powerful benefits of laughter and humor. That makes me laugh.
Yeah.
The benefits of laughter. It's true. Laughter is a strong medicine. It draws people together in ways that trigger healthy physical and emotional changes in the body. Laughter strengthens your immune system, boosts your mood, diminishes pain, and protects you from the damaging effects of stress. That's powerful shit.
It is. We need to laugh more.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, we laugh a lot.
we do. We do.
Nothing works faster for a more or more dependably to bring your mind and body back into balance than a good laugh. Humor lightens your burdens, inspires hope, connects you to others, and keeps you grounded, focused, and alert. It also helps you release anger and forgive sooner. And there's like a lot more to read on it, so go check it out. Like here, laughter triggers the release of endorphins. The body's natural feel-good chemicals, endorphins, promote an overall sense of well-being and can even temporarily relieve pain. It protects your heart. Laughter improves the function of blood vessels and increases blood flow, which can help protect you against a heart attack and other cardiovascular problems. It burns calories. Laughter lightens uh, anger's heavy load. Nothing diffuses anger and conflict faster than a shared laugh. Looking at the funny side can put problems into perspective and enable you to move on from confrontations without holding on to bitterness or resentment. And at
Hmm.
the end, it says, laughter may help you live longer. So many benefits.
Yeah, I wonder how many calories laughing burns. We should have like a laughing workout or something.
Yeah.
All right, Marty, get your funny shit out.
How many? I try.
You do a good job, but like if we're gonna do a workout out of it, like you're gonna need some like material there.
Well, I never told you the moose story yet. I'd love
You
to
told
get my
me how-
cousin.
you just told me the bear story.
Yeah, well, the bear story is my story, but my cousin's moose story is
Yeah.
fucking golden, man. I'd love to get him on the podcast to tell us the story. I wonder if he would. Anyway, I know he wouldn't, but what I'm wondering is how I could convince him. Money talks with him and women.
So what are you saying?
Oh, that's right. You're a woman with money. Yeah, that was bad. Okay, hang on. A general rule is to aim to burn 400 to 5. No. How many calories? No, sorry. So I totally changed the subject thinking I was onto something, but I'm not onto nothing. How many calories do you burn when you laugh? I forgot to finish the sentence. I was talking,
Got distracted.
Research conducted by Vanderbilt University Medical Center revealed that laughing for 10 to 15 minutes burns between 10 to 40 calories.
Okay.
So it's nothing intense, but it still burns calories.
Yeah, we could have like a whole afternoon of laughing. Like you said, 10 to 15 minutes.
Yeah. So sometimes you can go 2, 3. If you're playing like board games with somebody that's fun and funny, like when I was a kid, man, I used to go with my parents on Saturday nights to Jerry and Dorsey's. God love them and rest in peace, Dorsey. But they used to go to Jerry and Dorsey's, and my dad and Dorsey were fucking nuts. Okay. They would play 200 and all that shit,
Yeah.
card games and stuff. And they couldn't even go anywhere or do anything together because the minute they made eye contact,
Hmm.
my dad and Dorsey, like shit would hit the fan, laughing to the point of like no return. Like it happened in I'm telling a story. If you want to go pee, you can go pee.
Do I look like I have to pee?
Yeah, you were bouncing. So I thought maybe you were
No, it's because I was just shaking my leg.
okay.
But
Oh,
I
okay,
don't.
okay. Are you gonna be okay? Like you're having a stroke?
Yeah, I'm, I'm okay.
Like were your
Sometimes I just
legs
shake my leg.
sleeping? Okay, like everything's
No,
good, no tingling.
no tingling. I'm good. My bladders got empty before we started, but I'll let you know if I gotta go though.
Okay, cool. No, I'm just gonna finish my story now. Sorry, you were throwing me off with your bounce.
I'm sorry, I'll stop. I
So
distracted you.
just so everybody that's listening, the 4 people that are going to listen to this week, let's say, FYI, we are on Zoom, so we see each other while we talk, but we release it on audio on YouTube, and we release it on iTunes, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and all the other like pretty major podcast sites. So you won't see us. I wanted to do an audio version to start with. It's a lot less pressure for us. We don't have state of the art studios right now. It doesn't mean that it won't turn into something eventually, but this is for people who mostly are doing like the way I picture is like people that are like anybody that's got time. So if they're driving, truck drivers, anybody, delivery drivers, all this stuff. And then anybody that does a lot of like walking or biking or, and they want to listen to a podcast, well, this is an option. And then anybody that's just sitting at home on YouTube and going through some stuff to kind of put in the background while they're either doing other work or housework or they're on their phone and they want to have a podcast on the background. You can put it on your TV on YouTube and then just play on your phone and do whatever else you're doing on your phone. So it's still a pretty great option for everybody. I don't think the video adds a whole lot. Let us know. Let me know. I want to know. Email us. We have an email. I mentioned it earlier. Email us. I want to mention our email, Paris. Sorry, I'm the only one talking there. I'm fucking
That's okay. That's kind of
full.
like how we do things, you know.
Yeah,
Also.
it's full full of rant. So overthinking anxious. Overthinking anxious at gmail.com. Overthinking anxious. Okay. At gmail.com. Message us. Let us know your story. We are interested in people's stories and in just having an exchange with people in any which way, shape, or form. Also, I love personally, and I'm sure I'm talking for Paris because I've known you now long enough to know and closely enough to know that we appreciate critic. We like positive criticism, positive, reinforcement, giving us ideas. Man, like I'm all about that. I love that dialogue.
Also, send us an email about what you want us to talk about. If there's anything specific that you want to hear us talk about, hear
Yeah,
our thoughts, just send us an email and we'll talk about pretty much anything, right? Anything goes.
100%.
Hmm.
So can I get back to Jerry and Dorsey?
Yeah, go back to Jerry and Dorsey. I
So
still haven't left the piece, so we're good.
as a young kid, from the age of 6, 7 years old to 13, 14 years old, we would go to Jerry and Dorsey's quite often, probably at least once a month, once every 3 weeks on a Saturday night. And they had a son, so I had a friend to play with, and sometimes we included my sister, but most times she was like fucking always solo there, like the third wheel, which I feel bad for. Sorry, Monique. But anyways, we were playing and stuff. But every once in a while, I would come and sit at the table, and watch them play games, and it was hilarious. I mean, Dorsey was like 4 foot fuck all, okay,
Okay.
legit, like maybe 4 foot 5 or 6, but 4 foot fuck all. She had the dirtiest mouth that you can imagine, and the best jokes, always the best jokes. So, I mean, it was just a blast sitting at the card table with them and just watching them go. And we would laugh like crazy. And anyway, this was all stemmed by we were talking about laughter and the positive. So anyways, it was awesome. It was really cool. But past that, we had a few experiences like at Christmas, you know, midnight mass,
Yeah.
everybody's sitting there. My mom's directing the choir, so she's got full responsibility. So my dad, my sister, and I are in like the fucking third row, because like when your mom directs the choir, you get to pretty much choose where the fuck you want to sit, right? At church, right? So,
I didn't realize that that was a thing that you
oh no,
wanted.
it's a privilege. It's a
Okay. All right.
privilege, yeah. Oh yeah, it's a privilege. You wanted to be in front. At least it kept your attention. You could see the music, the songs, see the performances, and the cross
Yeah.
come down the aisle. You can see everything going on. Like it's fun memories. I haven't gone to church in a long time, but anyway, bottom line, we would be sitting there pre-church, like pre-service, Catholic church, the church full capacity. I don't know what it would hold, but at least at least I don't know, man. I don't know, maybe at least 1,000 people, full capacity. And lo and behold, fucking Dorsey comes up the stairs at the entrance of the church. And then I just tap my dad, and you got to be quiet. There's pre-church, like everybody's quiet. It's just a little organ playing in the background, and then I just tap my dad. Papa, c'est Dorsey arrive. I tell him it's Dorsey arriving. And he'd look at me, and then he'd look right over to her. And she's walking in with her husband and their son. She's walking in, and the minute she fixes eyes with my dad, she fucking cracks up, wheezing, laughing.
No way.
My dad snorting and wheezing, laughing in church. She leaves one door, my dad gets up, leaves the other door. I never seen him again the whole fucking mass. I swear to God. He said that he sat in the back after, but I don't even believe him to this day. I think he just bailed. Yeah, him and Dorsey probably outside laughing like just the whole time. They couldn't. Unreal. I love that kind of laughter.
Yeah, that
Like
is amazing.
it's like a viral laughter. Well, my father's always been a great laugher. Like he loves to laugh, and his laugh is like contagious in the sense that you know that it's fucking from the heart, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, you've shown a couple of TikToks of your dad laughing,
Mm.
and it is pretty contagious.
Hmm. Yeah. Anyway, that's laughter.
How
Laughter's
did we
good.
even get here?
Laughter is legit good. You know, I like this podcast, buddies.
Yeah, I do.
I think, I think like, I think it's gonna be a fun. It's a lot funner to do something like this than to have your own podcast alone, either with guests or without guests. Not that I didn't enjoy my guests, but it's a lot of like, it's a lot less stress when you're just shooting the shit. And everything that you and I, a lot of the things that you and I talk about are worth throwing on a podcast, because either it's really deep or it's pretty funny or just quirky or whatever the case may be, right? So that's why, you know, that's why we kind of we're here. First show.
Yeah, we are. And I think like the way that this podcast has gone, like I don't even know like where we started, but like this is us in real life. Like every day that we talk, we start on something and then all of a sudden we're like out in left field
Oh yeah.
talking about squirrels and deers that you're feeding and not seeing, but
Uh,
like we just talk about a variety of different things and it's
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. You know, I also imagine people that sometimes are lonely. I've been lonely. You know, sometimes they're lonely, whatever. They just need kind of couple friends fucking shooting the breeze, man. And
Yeah.
the cool thing about it is that we're always going to be accessible. Thinking about like the lonely person that's out there that might just need some company once in a while in the car, you know, and he or she also needs to hear a guy's voice, but also a girl's voice, you know, and real conversation. This is legit fucking awesome.
Yeah, totally legit. And I mean, you might hear the guy voice a little bit more often than but that's okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. I talk more, but you guys will hear Paris a lot when it comes down to deeper shit, man. That's where like I often shut my trap. There's some fucking hilarious stories in my upbringing and in my life. There's a lot of funny stories. And then there's a lot of the deep shit too, you know, like because I've been a person that's always kind of been in tune and at times out of tune, but mostly in tune. I guess we could say grounded or whatever the case may be, but um there's some deep shit too, you know. So we're good for a while.
Oh my gosh, absolutely. I think and and the thing is as we're like going through this podcast and we're talking, we're more stories are happening because we are both on separate journeys. We're on a journey together, like just like the stories keep on coming. And I think if we can also have people send us an email and share their stories, we can kind of talk about those as well.
Oh,
And funny
yeah.
stuff.
And I'm not opposed to having guests
No, absolutely
at
not.
times, certain
Absolutely
times, you
not.
know.
And I think we have like funny stories to share as well. And we're gonna say funny stuff on here. I mean, Marty, you mentioned that our first language is French, and I feel like I have the thicker accent than you. I think you're masking it a lot better than I am. And I tend to mess stuff up all the time, like all the friggin' time. I'll like say words that are not really words, or I'll try my best to say an expression, trying to like
Hmm.
do good, and I completely fail. So I'm sure that you guys will experience that with me. So it's gonna
Yeah.
be good.
Oh yeah. You'll get a bit of everything.
Yeah.
We should almost wrap up, but before wrapping up, even if it takes 10 minutes, we should kind of explain where we're on our journey as far as just so people know that we're both on a pretty cool, especially just not to tap into a full subject and discussion about weight loss, but
Yeah.
we've both kind of been on a weight loss journey for the last ish kind of time. And we should just kind of put people up to date to where we're at in the sense of what we do and where we're at.
Yeah, for sure. I can get started.
Yeah.
So I reached a very obese state back in June of 2017 is where I like reached my heaviest weight. 266 miserable pounds. And I'm
Hmm.
5'2". I mean, I'm vertically challenged.
5 foot fuck
Um,
all.
right. Hey, give me those 2 inches. I need them. But yeah, for sure. Like, I reached that point in my life, and I think it's because of all the struggles that I've gone through. And I was an emotional eater. I turned to food for comfort. And, you mentioned it. If there was a celebration, I ate. If I was sad, I ate. If like everything, there was always a reason for me to eat.
Hmm.
So I decided around October 2017 to kind of make a change, and I needed to take care of myself. So I have the go big and or go home mentality. So I went to the gym 6 times a week, and I took care of my nutrition, and I lost 58 pounds in about 7 months. But I missed a crucial part, and we'll obviously elaborate a lot more on that on future episodes. But I forgot to take care of my mental health. Like,
Hmm.
and when things got rough and when times got hard, I wasn't mentally strong enough to deal with the obstacles that I had to face at that time. So I basically stopped losing weight. I started gaining again. I felt like I was failing. So over the course of 2 years, I gained 35 pounds back. And it's only when COVID happened that I realized that I made a lot of changes in my life. I looked at my whole life journey and what had worked, what hadn't, and I knew I had to make a change and be happier. But this time I knew it had to encompass like my mental health. So yeah, since May 2020, I started another journey of health, nutrition, exercise, and taking care of my mental health. And since my heaviest of 266, I've lost, well, effective today, I've lost 72 pounds since my heaviest. So since May 2020, I've lost a total of 49 pounds now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Nice.
lost another pound this week, by the way. I forgot to tell you.
Nice.
Hmm.
Very good. Congrats.
Thank you.
And for myself, well, back in um, March, well, in actually at Christmas, I was 294 pounds. I weighed myself, and honestly, I was pretty fucking depressed about it. And then January turned around, and then we were actually left on a small tour, and came back in January. And COVID turned around, pretty quickly after that. And I started on TikTok, funny enough, and I ran into this guy on TikTok who was dancing to get in shape. His name was Big Eric Vibes at that time. I think he changed his name on TikTok after that. But anyways, he was dancing to get in shape and just fucking going hard at it and doing a lot of changes in his life. And it kind of inspired me to do the same thing. And I thought, I can get out in my basement and put some music on and dance. I can do that for an hour, dim the lights and whatever, enjoy the vibe of the music and just dance, let myself loose. So I started doing that, started kind of recording a little bit on TikTok. If you go way back on my TikToks, you'll see the first dancing ones. Why are you laughing?
I'm laughing because I'm laughing because you tend to dance once in a while on your TikToks, like in your recent TikToks, and you have like what do I call it, the Marty move or something?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like that shoulder roll.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, it's in like literally all of your dancing moves, and I
It's
think
my
it's
only
pretty
move.
hilarious. Yeah, you're the Marty move. And
Mm-hmm.
every time that you dance and you don't do it, I feel like the video is not complete.
Right. But if you go way back, you can see my initial videos of like dancing to get in shape. That's how I started.
And it is way back because I think you have like over 1,500 videos or something.
I have a lot.
Yeah,
I get obsessive with shit, right? So
a lot of scrolling.
yeah. And I still don't have, well, I have, yeah, my followers, I guess, that I do have, I consider it a lot in the sense of it's great, but it's like for 1,500 videos, you would think I would have a bit more followers, but maybe I'm not that entertaining. I don't know.
You have 12,000 and what, like 700 now followers?
Yeah, but that's nothing compared to a lot of these, a lot of people on TikTok. But
You're
it's
getting
good
there.
though. 12,
You'll get
12.
there.
Yeah, no. Yeah, for sure. And 12.7 is good. I'm totally content. I'm just saying, like, if you would, I don't know, some people like they post 6 videos and then by the 7th video they're like 1.2 million followers. I'm like,
I know, I don't get
wow,
those at all.
it's kind of cool though, but
Yeah.
it gives you hope that there's potential that just one video will go viral. And the reason I'd want to go viral is just to keep spreading a good message and keep doing good things and hoping that humanity kind of, I guess, just be a part of that shift in humanity and trying to bring more real and more help and, helping each other and all that shit. So, but anyway, what was I saying? I was talking about something else and I drifted.
So you started on your weight loss journey, you
Right.
started following this guy and dancing.
Yes. So then I started dancing and then I ordered a watch on Amazon, like a Fitbit, like it was a knockoff. And I thought, well, when I get it, maybe I'll start walking. Once in a while, I'll start walking. The spring's coming around. So anyway, I danced for a few weeks. And then next thing you know, day 14, I decided, you know what? It's been 2 weeks. It's time for a new journey. I quit smoking. Boom. Quit smoking. Fucking dance. Started walking. Started doing workouts. Holy frig, man. Things were dialing in and really lining up. And I was feeling good. 1 month went by, no smoking. 2 months went by, non-smoking. 3 months went by, non-smoking. 4 months went by, non-smoker. I was like, wow, man, this is good. Like I was jogging, folks. I started at 295 back in December. And by fucking April, May or June, sorry, I was jogging. Like I never thought that I would, like smoking and all this shit. Anyway, weeks go by, everything's good. Consistently losing weight, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then nutrition not so good. Nutrition was eh, eh, ups and downs on nutrition for sure. Binge eating, emotional eating, or just not counting my calories, not doing it right. And I had on my podcast, I had Lenora, which is another person that I met, great person that I met on TikTok. It's a new dawn for you. You guys can go check her out if you're on TikTok. But Lenora actually became somewhat of a great coach because she did 5 episodes with me or 6 episodes with me on my podcast, Good Vibe Show with Marty B. And so she gave me a lot of great advice, and first advice she gave me was my fitness freaking pal. Anyway, months go by, weeks go by, whatever. Push forward to when did I get separated? When did I move out? I was planning to get separated with my wife for a long period of time. It was a discussion and a preparation and all that. So we knew we were getting separated about 6 months ahead of time, officially, but we also didn't rush it, and we needed to find the right scenario. When did I move? September, I think. Late
Was it
August.
September? Yeah, late August. Yeah.
It was late August. I moved into my house that I currently reside, and I started smoking again.
You did.
I started smoking again, and I was on a beaten path for about 3-4 weeks. And then I had met Putties through obviously, as you said earlier, Facebook, and you were following me on social media, and then we connected and turned into a friendship and this and that. And finally, like the sort of the darkest moments, I guess, of this separation, because the separation was planned, it was amicable, it was all good, but I mean, it's still tough, still
It doesn't
tough.
make it easy.
Yeah. But then I kind of slipped into this dark kind of phase where I was just hanging on by a thread when it came to exercise, and my nutrition was gone to shit, and my mental health was kind of on the decrease, and I wasn't working, and everything was kind of like and I'm in my new place, which is a beautiful, nice house, and I'm super comfortable in. So I was like, well, there's no reason to be unhappy. Like I'm comfortable for that part, but then the inside, Anyway, long story short,
Yeah, long story short. Yeah.
took you about 2 minutes and 43 seconds to tell everybody about your weight loss journey. I took the time of a whole fucking podcast.
I know, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm talking too long. Like, Marty's gonna tell me later that I took too long, and here we are. It's all right.
Oh my God, you're playing me off like I'm like behind the scene. I'm like an asshole. Hey, dude, you're fucking not there.
Not at all. Not at all. You always provide, like, good constructive criticism and in the want to make things better. And I'm
Right,
always looking for that. So
right. So where was I?
you were in your dark place alone
Yeah,
in your
and
new
that's
place.
that's when I met you, and then this whole fucking journey turned around in the sense of you helped me through a lot of these dark moments, and gave me such great advice and great wisdom and insight, and I was able to really, break through some big fears and some big feelings. It was awesome, and I still have some to break through, some emotion and some stuff, but it really helped me a lot and got me kind of refocused. And now I'm going into week 4 of tracking my calories on my Fitness Pal, thanks to Putties having set me up on my Fitness Pal and explained and pre-prepped my sort of my grocery list and all my menu. And even though I don't always respect the menu, so we went 3 weeks on this kind of test that I was on. First week was very good, second week was good, and the third week was pretty good. It was good. It was good.
That was
It
good.
wasn't horrible. But the thing is, I'm changing too much stuff in my Fitness Pal, and it's not that it's a big deal, but if we prep stuff, I really want to try to be more consistent so I know what I'm eating when, and that I don't have to worry about my points, and make sure to save points. I say points is calories, and save enough leeway for the night if I ever get bingy, after a little 420 or whatever. And I tend to, in the evening, want to try to leave points or calories so I can binge eat. All that to say, long story short,
Again, yeah.
um, I started at 294, and my last weigh-in was how much?
58.
258.2,
Yep,
and my weigh-in's tomorrow.
it is.
Oh no.
So you're gonna be on your best behavior tonight.
Oh well, I still have like a lot of points because like I left. Maybe I'll weigh myself on Monday.
Yeah, maybe.
So I don't even know how much weight that is. I can calculate it though.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are you expecting me to do math there? 38. There we go. 38 pounds.
38. 38 pounds. And unfortunately, I started smoking again in September. So I've been smoking for 1, 2, 3, 2.5 months, 3 months. So that's another challenge that I'm going to have to, but nobody's perfect, man. That's the thing. And that's the thing about this podcast is that in our, all of our imperfections are a part of our journey and the things that we are conscious about wanting to change and wanting to improve. So that is the real in this podcast.
Yeah, I mean, we need to remember that it's one day at a time and we can't be perfect all the time. And I will say this so often because I believe it. Failing is important. You need to fail in life to succeed better. And as long as you're taking those failures and you're learning from them, then you're golden.
Exactly. Yeah. Man, this was an awesome talk. Like I could go on, we're going to be chatting again after,
Yeah.
in 15, 20 minutes from now, we're going to wrap this up and then we're going to do a full fucking debriefing probably.
Debrief, yeah, and like kind of figure out where we go next.
Yeah, well, we kind of have an idea of where we want to go next time.
We do.
Although it's so funny, it just ends up in a conversation. But I think we're gonna go there next time. I think it's worth going there. I don't want to put too much intention into the show because that's the beauty of it is we're just having a real discussion about whatever the case may be, wherever it goes, right?
Yeah. Whatever the vibe is and however we feel, and if we start talking about just like a random thing and it just feels right, then that's what we're going to talk about.
Exactly. So maybe if you can, putties, let people know of like upcoming stuffs and just kind of the wrap up of the show so people have an idea of how to find us, what events we might be looking at bringing soon, and then upcoming topics, things that we're going to talk about along the way here.
Yeah, so some of the upcoming topics that we want to talk about, especially probably the next podcast, is talking about analyzing your journey, and not just like a specific part of your life, but your entire life as a whole journey. And talking about like making progress on that journey and whatever adjustments that is needed for a better one. And we're also going to talk and touch on the toxic and negative relationships that we have, whether or not it's your friends, your family, coworkers, or romantic relationships.
Or food.
Or
In
food.
some cases.
Yes.
Or
Because
drugs.
food is comfort. Exactly.
Or gambling.
Yeah. Those are all different relationships that we have or we can have that can be, or most are toxic and negative.
Yeah.
For sure.
We'll shoot the shit about that for sure. And I'm sure we'll have a lot of interesting stuff to talk about when it comes to all that. For
Absolutely.
sure. Yeah.
Because I think we focus so much on the negative stuff that happens in our life, and then we always try to figure out why did it happen, like how did I get there? But you also need to focus why you got to be happy.
Yeah.
Because knowing why you got to be happy is going to allow you to take that moment and kind of help sustain it.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I think we're just two real people that have gone through real problems, and we just want to share that.
Yeah.
So I can be reached on TikTok.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And my username is Paris Mermaid. So Parys Mermaid. You can find me on that. I'm also on Instagram under the same username. And you can also find me on Facebook, Paris, Paryse, Richard, Richard.
Cool. I am on TikTok, Good Vibes Marty. Also on Instagram, Good Vibes Marty. Twitter, Good Vibes Marty. And we have a Facebook page, Overthinking and Anxious.
YouTube.
A TikTok. Oh, yeah, we're on YouTube.
Hmm.
Yeah, overthinking and anxious. Email overthinkinganxious@gmail.com. You do it so nice and fucking steady and calm, and I'm like all over the place.
It's okay. We need to have a little bit of me, a little bit of you, and or sometimes a lot of you, but it's all about
Oh,
balance.
sending everybody good vibes, and you know, it's something that I love to say often. But if you know, if you can give a little bit of good vibes back to somebody once in a while, doesn't have to be every day, but if you can do it every day, just try to be better and try to not judge too much and try to do good, and nobody's perfect. We all have our moments and we all have times where it's not as easy to spread the good vibes, but and trust me, I've been there. I'm there at times,
Yeah.
and I'll be there again. And same for you, I'm sure, Paris.
Yeah, for sure. I think we need to work together and help one another out, share our stories so that we can learn from each other, and we just need to make humanity better.
Damn straight on that. Let's wrap it up.
Sounds like a plan.
Peace, everybody. Much love from myself, Marty, and that lady over there.
That they can't see.
Oh, that's right. And that they basically haven't heard the whole show.
I'll talk a little bit more like in future episodes. I'm kind of like letting you have this one just to,
Okay.
but it was good talking with you all, and until next time.
Yes. And her name is Paris, by the way, because she didn't say, yeah, Paris. Paris. Paryse. That's a
So
nice
again,
name.
my name is Paris, and it was great talking with you all. Until next time.
Nice. Ciao.
Bye.
Bye bye.